This is Paula from Solo Creative Hub, and today I'm going to show you how I make a kiss cut sticker that has a little bit of a backing border around it, so using the die cut option as well, so that your stickers are easier to peel off of the backing. So what I'm going to do is I am going to open a new project, and it comes up here and it has the new project window. I am going to call this Sea Turtles. And the reason why is because I tend to put multiple images and multiple stickers of the same type into a file, so I can publish, or I can just go in and find the sticker I want. And I'm going to leave the rest of it the way it is right here, and I'm going to click OK. And this opens up automatically with the document information showing and the sticker window showing, or the mat showing over here on the left-hand side of the screen. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to import using the trace image, and I'm going to click this button, and I'm going to choose an image, and I'm going to go ahead and I am going to click on this turtle right here, and I'm going to click the open button in the lower right hand corner, which is off the screen, which is why you guys can't see it, and it pulls in the image. Now you can see there's some green with lots of red dots. That's because I haven't selected the alpha channel. This is the first document I've opened today in the Starcraft Create software. As long as I work and have the application open, it will save my settings, but the next time I come in, it will actually go ahead and reset. The next time I come into the application, it will reset these settings and I'll have to select them again. So I'm going to go ahead and select Use Alpha Channel, and you can see it changed the picture right here in the preview so that the whole sea turtle is selected. And then I'm going to come down and I'm going to select Add Image Layer for a print and cut, because I'm printing and cutting stickers. So I've got that done. I'm going to go ahead and click OK, and it's going to go ahead and pull in this little sea turtle. Now it comes in and it shows me the sea turtle, one image, and it's about 9 inches by 9 inches. So I'm going to adjust the size a little bit. I'm going to make this a 2.5 inch sticker, and I'm going to have it keep the proportions. And the reason why I have it keep the proportions is it will keep the image in the same proportions as you see it right now. So I'm going to make this 2.5. And then I'm going to click down here on the height, and it's going to automatically adjust that. And the way that I have this set up, it's going to go ahead and position into this upper right hand side. Now I am going to leave a little room here because I am going to add about 1/10 of an inch around the outside of this turtle so that we can peel the edge of the sticker. So what I'm going to do now is come down here to the label or the layers option, and I am going to expand this folder, and I like to work on the first image and then do the duplication. It just makes it faster and easier, and it makes sure that I get consistent product all the way across. So I'm going to change this layer name. I'm going to actually change it to Kiss Cut, and I like to change the layers so I know what each layer is doing. So in this case, I'm just going to double click on it. I'm going to call this Kiss Cut, and I'm going to click OK. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the properties for that, or the style for that layer, and I'm going to change the cut line type from Kiss Cut to Score. And what that is going to do is it is going to make it so that when I cut the sticker out, it's going to just score the sticker paper. It's not going to go in, and it's not going to it's not going to cut all the way through that backing paper. Then what I'm going to do is I'll go back down here and I'll go to Kiss Cut, and I'll go here to the path, and I'll set the offset path. And I'm going to leave this as a rounded, and I'm going to set this to 0. And that is actually going to put the outline right at the edge of the sea turtle, because I am also going to click this inset offset. So it's gonna make that score cut right against the turtle. I'm gonna click OK. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come up here, and I am going to go to the effects menu, and I am going to add a shadow layer. Now, as a default, this comes up as a gray color. You can change this color if you want to. If you change the color, I would suggest changing it to white. I just like to see where my outside edge is going to be, for the die cut, so I know about what it's going to look like. But I can click on this color button and I can change it to white, and it will get rid, when I click off of it, it will get rid of, well, I guess it left it as a light gray. I thought it was white. There we go. So now it changes it and it puts a white border around there. I can't see it. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to click OK. It's going to add the shadow layer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that into and underneath the print layer. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to label this as die cut. And then I'm going to go down here to the styles again, and instead of having this as a cut type of a cut line type of cut, I am going to do it as a print and cut only. So now that I've got all of this done, what I'm going to do next is duplicate the sticker and position everything so that I don't waste materials. I don't like wasting materials. So I am going to go over here, and I'm going to go to the object, and I'm going to go down to duplicate. Now the duplicate lets you duplicate the number of rows and the number of columns. I should be able to get 3 across, and I will probably be able to get 3 down, 3 or 4 down. I'll have to fiddle with the horizontal and the vertical spacing a little bit to get that to work, but I will show you what it looks like. So I'm going to go first, and I am going to, whoops, cancel. I need to make sure that I've got the entire folder selected. When I saw it duplicate just the white background, that's when I knew that I only had 1 layer. You have to make sure that you've got the entire folder selected when you duplicate your object. So I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to say I want 3, and you can see that I'm outside the registration area. So what I am going to do, I am actually going to move this back a little bit. And you can see now that that registration has moved in, but I still have plenty of space around these turtles so that when I take it to the cutter, it doesn't, pull on the different turtles in it. And now I'm going to add my rows. So I'm going to start by adding 1 row, and that looks good. And then I'm going to add another row, and then I'm going to add the 3rd row. Now I'm also going to change the vertical spacing here. Whoops, I need to click down, not up. The really great thing is that you can actually have negative vertical spacing. So depending on how your stickers come together, you can, if I had more room in here, I could probably move these up into each other a little bit more. I'm not going to do that. I like having a round dozen of stickers. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select group duplicate. And the reason why I select group duplicate is that it puts it all together when I go to the, and if I have to make adjustments, it moves everything as a group. I don't have to sit there and try to adjust individual turtles to get them to work. So I'm going to click OK, and you're going to see that it's updated this folder and it says duplicate. And all of these duplications here are these 12 turtles. Now, if for some reason I didn't like the spacing, all I have to do is hit this undo button here, and it will go ahead and it will take it back to that first turtle, and then I can make adjustments from there. But I think these all look good. I've got good space down here at the bottom. I'm inside the print area. So with that, what I'm going to do now is go to the Create button up here in the upper right hand corner. And this shows me what it's going to look like, what the cut lines are going to look like for the whole project. Now, you want to leave your software, and this does stay from opening the application from each instance, but it does save if you have use software speed and force checked. Make sure that your cut mode is WYSIWYG. You've got a cut line, presets. You can set up presets. I'm not going to go over that just yet. I have mine fine-tuned so that I only have to do one cut. I don't really like doing multi-cuts. It can make your paper tear sometimes. My force is what's going to create the die cut. So that's going to cut through both the sticker paper and the backing of the sticker paper. So for the glossy sticker vinyl I'm using, I have mine set to 80. And then I have my score force, which is what does the sticker or the kiss cut around the edge of the turtle. I have that set to 26. So it doesn't go through the paper, but it does go through the vinyl. And then I have my speed set to about 5. So it's got plenty of time to cut and move. I'm going to go to the print and cut button here. And then I'm going to send this to the printer. Now, when I send this to the printer, it's going to go ahead and it's going to ask me how many copies I want to create. I've already got a glossy paper sticker or a glossy sticker paper setting set up based on the recommendations of the sticker paper I have. I only do one copy because unless I'm getting lots and lots of orders for something, I don't want to have a bunch of inventory hanging around. So I do one copy. And I also make sure that I have the registration marks selected because that's what the solo cutter needs to read where you're at in the scan when you send the cut to there. So at this point, I can send it to print, and it's going to print out on my Epson EcoTank 8350. And then once I'm done with that, I can send it to start the scan. I'm going to go ahead and cancel out of this right now. I've talked about this part, but if I were to send it to the printer and print it and then send it to cut, I would hit the start scan. It would send all of this scan information in. I would put it on my sticker sheet, and then it would go ahead and cut it. I am not going to do that right now. I am going to do a follow-up video so you guys can see what it looks like When I send it to the printer and it prints everything out, or not when I send it to the printer, but when I take it to the cutter, I'll show you how I set up my sticker sheet so I get consistent results. And then I will also show you what it looks like when I do the scan and it does the scan and cut. If you like this video, please take a minute and hit the like button. And if you like my channel, there's going to be more content coming up with the solo and how I do and the processes that I use to make my stickers. But I would appreciate a like and a follow. Thank you and have a great day.